Alex. How's it going?
Hi, Emma. I'm doing great, thanks. I just had the most interesting conversation with my neighbor this morning.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, she told me the weather was going to be awful today, and I grabbed my umbrella thinking it would be terrible. But then she said, awful, sunny, and hot. I was so confused.
That's actually perfect timing, because that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Wait, really?
Yes, today we're exploring 5 English words that might surprise you. Words that learners think they understand, but they actually have meanings that are quite different from what you might expect.
This is going to be so helpful. I know I've been confused by English words many times, and I bet our listeners have too.
Absolutely. These are words you hear all the time, in movies, in conversations, in books, but native speakers use them in ways that can be really confusing if you only know the dictionary definition.
So we're going to help everyone understand what these words really mean?
Exactly. And don't worry, if you've been using these words incorrectly, you're not alone. Even advanced learners get tripped up by these.
Okay, I'm excited. Which word should we start with?
Let's start with a word that almost every English learner uses, but not always correctly. The word is actually.
Oh, I use this word all the time. It means in fact or in reality, right?
Well, yes, but there's more to it. Here's the surprising part. Native speakers use actually to politely disagree or correct someone.
What do you mean?
Okay, let me give you an example. Imagine someone says to you, "You're from Germany, right?" And you're not. You're from Austria. You might say, "Actually, I'm from Austria."
Oh, so I'm correcting them, but in a gentle way.
Exactly. You're being polite about it. If you just said, "No, I'm from Austria," it might sound a bit direct or even rude, but actually softens it.
That's so useful. Are there other situations where we use it like this?
Definitely. Here's another example. Your friend says, "The movie starts at 7 p.m., but you checked and it starts at 7:30. You could say, "Actually, I think it starts at 7:30.
So I'm correcting them without making them feel bad.
Right. It's like you're saying, "I know you think this, but the reality is a bit different."
I love this. But can it ever sound negative?
Good question. Yes, sometimes if you use actually too much, you might sound like you're always correcting people. So use it when you need to, but don't overdo it.
Got it. So actually is more than just in reality. It's a polite correction tool.
Exactly. You've got it.
Okay, what's our next word?
The next one is terrific.
Terrific. That's a positive word, right? It means something is great or wonderful?
Yes, it does mean that now. But here's the surprise. Originally, terrific meant something completely different.
Wait, really? What did it mean?
It used to mean causing terror or frightening. It comes from the same root as terror and terrifying.
No way. So how did it change to mean something good?
Over time, people started using it to describe things that were so intense or extreme that they inspired awe. And eventually, it just became a way to say something is excellent.
That's fascinating. So if I say, that's a terrific movie, I'm saying it's great, not scary.
Exactly. Today, when someone says, "You did a terrific job," they're giving you a compliment.
Can you give me another example?
Sure. Imagine you cooked dinner for your friends and they say, "This pasta is terrific." They mean it tastes wonderful.
So I should just remember that in modern English, terrific is always positive.
Yes, exactly. Don't worry about the old meaning. When native speakers say terrific today, they always mean something good.
Terrific. See what I did there?
Perfect use of the word.
So what about awful?
Yes, this is another word that has completely flipped its meaning over time.
I always thought awful meant terrible or very bad.
And you're right. That is what most people mean today. If someone says, "The movie was awful," they mean it was really bad.
So what's the surprise?
Well, like terrific, the original meaning was different. Awful used to mean full of awe or inspiring wonder. It was actually a positive word.
So it meant amazing or impressive?
Exactly. Think about the word awesome. That's similar to the old meaning of awful.
Oh, so they're related.
Yes, both words originally meant inspiring awe, but awful changed to mean bad, while awesome stayed positive.
That's so interesting. But wait, you said my neighbor used it in a different way. She said awful sunny.
Right. Here's another modern use. Some native speakers, especially in certain regions, use awful to mean very or extremely.
So awful sunny means very sunny.
Exactly. You might also hear awful hot or awful tired. It's emphasizing how much of something there is.
Is this common everywhere?
It's more common in certain parts of the United States and some other English-speaking regions. It's a bit informal and casual.
So if someone says, I'm awful hungry, they're just really, really hungry.
Precisely. They're not saying anything is bad. They're just emphasizing how hungry they are.
I understand now. So awful can mean terrible or it can mean very, depending on the context.
You've got it. Context is everything with this word. All right, next up is a word that causes a lot of debate among English speakers. Literally.
Oh, I think I know this one. It means something actually happened, exactly as described, right?
Yes, that's the traditional meaning. If I say, I literally ran 5 miles this morning, it means I actually, truly ran 5 miles.
So what's the surprise?
The surprise is that many native speakers now use literally to mean the exact opposite, to exaggerate or emphasize something that didn't actually happen.
Wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
I know, it's confusing. Let me give you an example. Someone might say, I literally died laughing at that joke.
But they didn't really die?
Exactly. They're using literally to emphasize how much they laughed, even though they're exaggerating.
So they're using it to make the story more dramatic?
Yes. Here's another example. It was so hot today, I was literally melting.
But they weren't actually melting into a puddle.
Right. They just mean they were very, very hot. It's hyperbole, exaggeration for effect.
This is so confusing. How do I know which meaning someone is using?
Great question. You need to use context and common sense. If someone says, I literally saw a UFO, they probably mean they actually saw something strange in the sky. But if they say, this bag is literally 1,000,000 pounds, they're exaggerating.
Because a bag can't really weigh 1,000,000 pounds.
Exactly. Your brain knows that's impossible, so you understand they're exaggerating.
Does everyone agree this is okay?
Actually, no. Many English teachers and grammar experts don't like this use of literally. They think it should only mean actually or in reality.
So what should I do?
My advice? In formal writing or speaking, use literally only for things that actually happened. But when you hear native speakers using it for exaggeration, you'll understand what they mean.
That makes sense. So I should be careful how I use it myself, but not be confused when others use it differently.
Perfect. You understand completely.
Okay, what's our last word?
Our final word is presently.
That's easy. It means now or currently, right?
Well, yes and no. This is where it gets tricky.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
In American English, presently usually means soon or in a little while, but in British English, it often means now or at present.
So the same word has different meanings depending on where you are?
Exactly. Let me give you examples. In American English, if someone says, the doctor will see you presently, they mean the doctor will see you soon, in a few minutes.
So not right now.
Right, not at this exact moment. But in British English, if someone says, I am presently working on a project, they mean they're working on it right now.
This is so confusing. How do I know which one they mean?
Context helps a lot. Also, pay attention to whether you're listening to American or British English. In American English, if you want to say now, it's clearer to just say now or currently.
So in America, I should avoid using presently to mean now?
It's safer to use currently or right now if that's what you mean. Save presently for when you mean soon.
Can you give me one more example?
Sure. American English, I'll be with you presently means I'll be with you in a moment. British English, I'm presently living in London means I'm currently living in London.
Got it. So same word, different timing depending on the English variety.
Exactly right. Wow, we covered a lot today.
We really did. My brain is full of new information.
Let's do a quick recap for our listeners. We learned that actually is used to politely correct someone, not just to state facts.
Terrific used to mean frightening, but now it means great or excellent.
Awful changed from meaning awesome to meaning terrible, but some people also use it to mean very.
Literally should mean actually, but many people use it for exaggeration, even though some experts don't like that.
And presently means soon in American English, but now in British English.
These words definitely surprised me. I thought I knew them, but now I understand them much better.
That's the beauty of learning English. There's always something new to discover. Even words you think you know can have hidden meanings or surprising uses.
So, what should our listeners do with this information?
Great question. My advice is, first, don't worry if you've been using these words differently. Language learning is a journey. Second, start noticing how native speakers use these words in movies, TV shows, and conversations.
And practice. Try using them in your own speaking and writing.
Exactly. The more you use them correctly, the more natural they'll feel.
I'm definitely going to pay more attention to these words from now on.
Me too. Well, everyone, that's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening to Fluent English Podcast.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends who are learning English, and stay tuned for our next episode.
We'll be talking about common English idioms that confuse learners. You won't want to miss it.
Until next time, keep practicing and keep learning.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.